For decades, Maggie Smith and Judi Dench were synonymous with British theatre and film, their names conjuring excellence, wit, and a rare elegance that only true mastery brings. Yet behind the glamour and applause lay a friendship largely kept private, one built on mutual respect, shared experiences, and quiet understanding. Now at 89, Judi Dench has broken the long silence, revealing the depth of this extraordinary bond and the void left by Maggie's passing. Their relationship wasn't defined by competition or envy, but by an unspoken camaraderie that carried them through the highs and lows of fame, career pressures, and personal struggles. This story explores not only the brilliance of Maggie Smith as an actress, but also her humanity, resilience, and the way she shaped the lives of those closest to her, especially Judi Dench, whose grief reflects a lifetime of love, admiration, and shared laughter. Beginnings of a legend. Maggie Smith was born Margaret Natalie Smith on December 28, 1934, in Ilford, Essex, the youngest of 3 children in a middle-class family. Her father, a pathologist, and her mother, a Scottish-born secretary, provided a stable, if conventional, home. In 1939, with World War II threatening London, the family relocated to Oxford, a city that would shape Maggie's future. There, amidst cultural richness and educational opportunity, Maggie's interest in theater began to flourish. Oxford High School nurtured her imagination and love for words, particularly Shakespeare, though she was not overtly outgoing. Even as a young teenager, she absorbed the world quietly, studying performances and learning the nuances of human expression. By 16, she sought practical experience, joining the Oxford Playhouse and taking her first steps toward a life on stage. Training at RADA and early stage work. Maggie Smith's ambition led her to the Royal Academy of Dramatic Art, RADA, where her raw talent earned her admission despite the competition. At RADA, she refined essential skills in voice control, movement, and classical interpretation, equipping her for a career that demanded both technical precision and emotional depth. The 1950s saw her joining the Oxford Playhouse Repertory Company, where she quickly became adept at handling a wide variety of roles. Comedies, tragedies, and everything in between forced Maggie to learn quickly, sharpen her memory, and develop emotional intelligence. These early-stage experiences fostered resilience, patience, and adaptability, qualities that would define her career. She proved that acting was not just performance, but endurance, requiring both mental and emotional fortitude. The Old Vic and a fiery rivalry. By the late 1950s, Maggie Smith had outgrown the smaller stages of Oxford, joining the Old Vic in 1959, a legendary theater where Shakespeare's great roles demanded skill and presence. Here she took on Desdemona in Othello, Viola in Twelfth Night, and Cleopatra in Antony and Cleopatra. Her performances showcased a delicate balance of restraint and intensity, earning critical attention and respect. At the same time, she entered the orbit of Laurence Olivier, Britain's foremost actor, whose admiration came with tension. Olivier's towering presence sometimes clashed with Maggie's sharp wit and independence, culminating in a notorious on-stage incident in 1964 when he slapped her during Othello. Though traumatic, these challenges sharpened Maggie's resilience and solidified her as a commanding presence in British theatre. She continued to perform under Olivier, pushing the boundaries of her craft while asserting her individuality. This period cemented her reputation as not only talented, but fearless, capable of navigating the pressures of a world dominated by legendary men while maintaining her integrity and voice. Breakthrough in film and Hollywood recognition. While conquering the stage, Maggie Smith's screen career quietly gained momentum. Her first notable film role in 1958's Nowhere to Go earned a BAFTA nomination, signaling her talent could translate to the camera. In 1963, the VIPs offered further visibility alongside Richard Burton and Elizabeth Taylor. Yet it was her portrayal of Jean Brodie in the prime of Miss Jean Brodie that became transformative. Playing an eccentric, commanding Scottish teacher, Maggie displayed intelligence, charm, and the complexity of a character both inspiring and flawed. This role won her an Academy Award for Best Actress in 1970, launching her into international recognition. Unlike many contemporaries, she did not abandon theater for Hollywood's allure, instead balancing stage and screen work. Her second Oscar, for California Suite in 1978, reaffirmed her ability to infuse roles with emotional depth, wit, and realism, personal struggles and love. Behind the accolades and applause, Maggie Smith's personal life experienced turbulence. Her marriage to actor Robert Stevens in the 1960s began with promise but deteriorated due to his alcoholism, infidelity, and erratic behavior. The betrayal deeply affected Maggie, particularly discovering an affair with his receptionist. After 6 challenging years, she divorced in 1973, raising 2 sons largely on her own. Amidst the professional pressures of a rising career, Maggie's resilience became apparent. Later, she found stability with playwright Beverly Cross, whom she married in 1975. This partnership endured until his death in 1998, providing emotional grounding and a lasting bond of love and support. Simultaneously, Maggie faced significant health challenges, including Graves' disease and breast cancer, undergoing treatment while continuing to work. Harry Potter and global recognition. Even with decades of stage and film success, Maggie Smith reached unprecedented global recognition in 2001 as Professor Minerva McGonagall in Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone. Her portrayal of the stern yet compassionate deputy headmistress resonated with audiences worldwide. McGonagall's wisdom, loyalty, and subtle humor became iconic, with Maggie delivering each line with authority, grace, and warmth. Across all 8 films, she maintained consistency and depth, even while secretly undergoing chemotherapy during the 6th installment. For a generation unfamiliar with her Oscar-winning roles, Maggie became the embodiment of courage and intelligence. The Harry Potter franchise introduced her to a new, younger audience, bridging generations and solidifying her position as a cultural icon. This period demonstrated Maggie's ability to adapt, her professionalism under extreme circumstances, and the enduring power of her presence, proving that decades of experience could combine with mass appeal storytelling to create unforgettable performances. Downton Abbey and reinvented fame. Following Harry Potter, Maggie Smith captivated audiences once again in Downton Abbey as Violet Crawley, the sharp-tongued Dowager Countess of Grantham. Her performance showcased a masterful blend of wit, authority, and subtle vulnerability, earning her multiple Emmy Awards, a Golden Globe, and Screen Actors Guild recognition. She dominated scenes with razor-sharp delivery and quiet tenderness, becoming a fan favorite across the globe. Downton Abbey cemented Maggie's status as a modern cultural icon, bridging younger viewers from her Harry Potter roles to adult audiences. Despite the glamour and recognition, Maggie remained grounded, focusing on the craft rather than celebrity. Violet Crawley exemplified her ability to inhabit characters fully, using humor and intelligence to shape narrative and audience engagement. The lifelong friendship with Judi Dench. Amid Maggie Smith's towering achievements, her bond with Judi Dench remained a cornerstone of her life. Meeting at the Old Vic in the 1950s, the two actresses were initially competitors, but soon formed a deep, enduring friendship. Their personalities complemented one another, Maggie's sharp wit balanced by Judi's warmth, creating a relationship marked by trust, humor, and mutual admiration. Over decades, they shared dressing rooms, staged performances, and film sets, collaborating in A Room with a View, Tea with Mussolini, Ladies in Lavender, and the Best Exotic Marigold Hotel. Their relationship defied public assumptions of rivalry, instead thriving on shared experiences and affection. This friendship became an emotional anchor, providing comfort and joy in a demanding industry. Maggie Smith's final years and legacy. In September 2024, Maggie Smith passed away peacefully at 89, leaving behind an extraordinary legacy and a profound impact on family, friends, and fans. Her sons, Chris Larkin and Toby Stevens, expressed the depth of their loss, emphasizing her warmth, humor, and strength. Maggie's personal resilience, professional brilliance, and humanity defined her not only as an actress but as a mentor and friend. Throughout her final years, she remained active in the arts, embracing challenges and continuing to perform despite illness. Her legacy is multifaceted, a bridge between stage and screen, a model of professional dedication, and an example of how strength and vulnerability coexist. Maggie's influence extended beyond acting, inspiring countless individuals to pursue excellence, remain true to themselves, and value meaningful relationships. Conclusion: brilliance, loyalty, and humanity. Maggie Smith's life and career were extraordinary in every sense, a combination of talent, resilience, humor, and humanity that few can match. Yet perhaps her most remarkable achievement was the love and loyalty she gave to those closest to her, especially Judi Dench. Their friendship, spanning more than 60 years, weathered fame, personal hardships, and health struggles, culminating in a bond that was celebrated in life and mourned in death. Maggie's legacy is one of artistic excellence intertwined with profound humanity, showing that true greatness is measured not just by awards or acclaim, but by the relationships we nurture and the lives we touch. Through her performances and her enduring friendships, she leaves a blueprint for grace, courage, and unwavering authenticity, ensuring that generations will remember not only her talent, but the heart and soul behind it.